Thank you for clicking on my video. My name's Postmates Paul. I'm gonna give you 5 amazing tips that are super high tech for the year 2020 and probably 2021 as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what those are right now. If it's your first time to my channel, you wanna grow and be a better gig worker, definitely subscribe, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. You won't miss any of my amazing content. Now, as I said, I've got 5 high-tech tips that you can absolutely apply day-to-day, delivery to delivery, or however you wanna do it, so you can increase your tips. But this first one is gonna be free. If you're working any of the major gig apps right now, and I'm talking like any of them, you're rolling around without any worker benefits. And let me explain to you that really quick. This video is sponsored by Cover. Cover's mission is to provide sick leave, paid time off, 24/7 health advice, gig worker legal protection, automatic mileage tracking, all the benefits and perks you need as a freelance gig worker in one low subscription monthly price. The great news is right now you can get your first month free with my referral link in the description below. By clicking it, it helps me a lot. And the amazing thing about this, the thing I really stand behind, should anything ever happen, if you have to go to the hospital because of what's going on in the current year, or if your car breaks down, for just $7 a month, Cover will give you up to 80% of your earnings from your gig working. I really mean it. Click the link below. This is what every gig worker working any major gig app right now should be using. And if you just go to the website with the referral link below, you're gonna help me out, but you're also gonna help yourself out a lot too. So trust me, get yourself some coverage and protection. I've broken down more times than I can say, and I've had to go to the hospital. So I wish I would have had earnings during that time. And unfortunately, it's hard to get paid doing a gig work app like this when you're not working. Now on to the 5 tips. Of course, the first tip is my most important tip, and it's gonna hold true this year, the next year, and the year after that. Get proper hot and cold bags and get multiples of them. The reason I say this is because you're gonna get salads, you're gonna get pizzas, you're gonna get hot wings and bags of food, and it's nice when you can go in at any time and have all the food separated and say, and verbalize it, here's your hot stuff, here's your pizza, here's your stuff, and it helps because getting your own bag sets a precedent. It shows that you're responsible and professional enough to take this seriously. I recommend thermal beach bags. They're festive, they're fun, they're usually really cheap on eBay and Amazon. I'm working on getting some kind of Amazon links going for you guys, but I have to really test the product first before I peddle it to you. The next important thing is communication with the customer, and all of us have smartphones now. 99% of these customers are sitting there with a tablet-sized phone in their hands, and you can absolutely text them, call them, send them pictures. And what I mean by all this is texting, I think, is the most important, but if you're gonna text, be fluent and be clear and concise. This is Paul from Postmates. I am sorry to inform you that the restaurant is out of red salsa. Would you prefer green salsa? All right. Another important thing is the ability to send pictures. Sending pictures is very simple because if there's a whole menu of things, like let's say you go to a place that has 50 different shakes and the shake they want is out, you can easily take a picture of all the shakes and they can actually, at a high quality picture, zoom in and read the menu themselves. So it's a very high-tech way to communicate with the customer. Tip number 3 is actually gonna be using GIFs for fun and profit. And a GIF, or a GIF, as some of you might have known it, is a little animated picture with some text on it, and you've probably seen it on the internet and don't even maybe know what it is, or you all know what I'm talking about. I actually like to send these GIFs to customers, and some of them work really well, and I'm actually more than happy to link a person who I really respect down below. He makes a ton of universal delivery GIFs. The thing to know about these GIFs is know your market, know your audience. If you're getting a bunch of kids meals, don't do an adult theme one, do a kid theme one. If you're delivering in the day, send a day one. If you're delivering in the night, send something maybe from the night. But for the most part, the reactions that I get from these have been incredibly positive with pretty good consistent tip results. It is a little more work for this, but I guarantee you if you just keep these pictures, keep these GIFs in a separate folder that you can easily reference and send a text. The time I typically send these GIFs is when I'm walking into the restaurant or walking out. I hit the contact customer button. I send get the text ready. So the GIF's just sitting there like ready to send. And then as soon as I get in my car and I put in reverse, I hit send and then I hit navigate and I start going. Like I said though, know your audience, be careful. Try not to send something that would be offensive or anything like that to the customers. You saw my examples. These are all very lighthearted. Number 4 is I'm wearing my PPE, and I'm wearing it after I leave and until I'm out of the customer site. I've had a lot of questions about, do you wear your PPE when you're actually having the food in the car when you're driving around? And the answer to that is sometimes yes, sometimes no. If it's a long delivery, probably not. If it's a short delivery, probably so, just because it's more effort to take it on and off. I'll just keep it on, do the delivery, and once I got the food out of the car, then I'll take it off. But sometimes on those 15, 20-minute drives, I don't feel like just sitting here with this on. I feel kind of silly just by myself. And I have the food isolated in a clean bag anyway, a clean thermal delivery bag. So I'm not really worried about getting my germs on it because it's in a plastic bag or a paper bag. And I usually tie that off and then I stick it in. And then I stick it in the bag, and from there I essentially just seal it up with a zipper and I'm on my way. There we go. Now it's off. So let's get going. Number 5. I call this one wave to the camera and smile. Almost everyone now has Nest, Ring, all these different cameras. And if you notice these cameras and can recognize them, which we should all know what they look like by now, when you ring the doorbell, I give one of these. It's incredibly sappy, it's incredibly corny, but it actually went viral in a video when these Nest and Rings first started coming around, and I think people getting their own experience of that might trigger a memory and cause them to tip you more. I also get a lot of replies on the camera saying thank you, and that's usually a good sign. I always reply, "You're welcome, have a nice day," as I'm walking away. It's important that I said the Nest and the Ring doorbell cameras because I never wave to the home security cameras, the ones that are hidden in the corner of houses and behind gables and stuff, because you don't want them to feel insecure by waving to their secret security system. So the Nest and the Ring is meant to be interacted with, so that's the one I use, and it gets great results. Give you a bunch of other advice. Find some apps on your phone that show you where the cheapest gas station is to save money. I can absolutely tell you to maybe go on Yelp and review the stores if you have to, the restaurants as you're waiting, and talk to the owners, let them know you reviewed them. They'll probably give you free food for delivering for them and give them a 5-star review. I could tell you all kinds of awesome, amazing tips, but that's for the next video.